youtube.com/MayhewMayhem. That's youtube.com/MAYHEWMAYHEM.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 30 Minutes of Mayhem. I am your host, my name is Michael Mayhew, and I am here with my co-hosts.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg, and we are joined by the man who has unfortunately given his black roommate an STD.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dale.
Remember, 30 Minutes of Mayhem is available on YouTube, iTunes, Android, Stitcher, and Spreaker. All you have to do is search MayhewMayhem, that's MayhewMayhem, and make sure to rate us 5 stars.
Also, you can help us afford to continue doing the show by donating to 30 Minutes of Mayhem via PayPal. Just use the email address in the description, 30minutesofmayhem@gmail.com.
What does it matter if his roommate's black or not? Goddamn racist piece of shit. You spend too much time with Dale?
I don't know what happened. It just came out that way.
Before we get started, I want to talk about earlier this week, Robin Williams committing suicide. I've seen tons of people on social media talking about suicide and depression and how it isn't the answer for everything, which is the case, but anyone that can talk shit on people for that clearly do not understand depression and the fact that depression affects everyone differently. If you've dealt with depression but you weren't suicidal, doesn't mean that someone else that deals with depression isn't suicidal. It affects everyone differently, and Robin Williams affected my life, and Mrs. Doubtfire is one of my favorite movies and tons of my childhood movies, including Jumanji and stuff like that, he was in. And the comedy brilliance comes from the same location inside of the human body or mind. And they say that most of those who are comedically brilliant are also the most fucked up, the most depressed, so on and so forth. And I believe this to be true from personal experience. I am very upset by the fact that Robin Williams is now dead. And for those talking shit on him, fuck you. You're all pieces of shit. For this episode, we have the third ever female that we've ever had on the show. So I feel like we're really moving up on in the world. But our guest is my friend Mahoney.
Hola.
She also sounds like a child for some reason when you hear her in audio form, but
I look like a child too.
Not really.
I've been known to pass off 18.
That's not really a child.
Okay, Greg, if 18's not a child, what about when ugly people don't realize they're ugly?
What the fuck? That has no correlation with each other, but okay, I'll bite.
That's why I laughed in between.
You know I like to do that.
That is like one of the most annoying things ever. It's like for instance, I know I'm ugly. Like, so, I mean, I would
You're a
never,
beautiful
like...
man.
Well, thank you, Dale. That makes me so good. Feel so good. But no,
Psych! What the fuck?
But no, I mean, I know I don't really consider myself, like, attractive or anything, and I would never really, like, walk around, like, talking about how attractive I am and that. It's one of those things where, you know, you look at a person and you think, you know, I admire you for having the self-esteem to think that you're beautiful. At the same time, though, you do have to realize that you're not. You really, really need to accept that. I mean, I did, and I'm kind of okay with that. Since I accepted it, I now only cry for 20 minutes before I fall asleep.
Do you use the tears for your pre-sleep masturbation?
Yes. Find out it's like it's just the best lubrication possible.
Right, exactly. I feel like there's a level, you know, like there's a level of ugly that you know, you gotta be willing to admit. Like, okay, when you're pushing like 300 pounds, you don't wear like a 2-piece bathing suit. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ, no.
That's my kind of woman.
Well, I know that's your kind of woman, Dale.
Oh, no.
I have this issue. Okay, so on Facebook especially, right? I'll be scrolling through my feed and all. I mean, like, watch, these people are actually going to listen to this, and they're going to be like, I wonder if he's talking. And no, they don't realize they're ugly, so they won't know I'm talking about them. Okay, so
Chance.
I got a couple female friends on my Facebook that are, I mean, they're ugly. Let me cut to the chase. But a couple of them don't realize it. And they're posting pictures that you see like models and like you would see something like, I don't know, let's, for an example, you would see like a suicide girl that's actually clothed, like doing poses like this. But you got this chick that's like twice my weight doing that. And I'm like, oh, no, ew, what? And it just, you're scrolling through, you're reading stuff that people are saying, you're all the shit that people repost and everything, and then all of a sudden you're just struck by an ugly motherfucker doing a selfie, and you're like, oh my god. But then it sucks because I got a couple MILFs on my Facebook.
Whoop whoop.
She's like, I know I'm one of them, so which I'm not gonna lie, she is. But so you're going through and you're like, ah, MILF, yeah, that's one of the. Oh my God, what the, and then you want to scroll back up, but it's already wasted at that point, and it's fucking horrible. I gotta agree with you, Greg, not to cut you off. I gotta agree with you though. I know I'm an ugly motherfucker. I mean, trust me, crackheads and meth addicts have more teeth than what I do. I know that. I'm willing to admit that. Okay, I know that. I accept that. I accept that I'm ugly. These people do not.
I see people all day long at work. I am a drive-through attendant. Like, yeah, I gave it a better name than what it is. Shoot me if you will. I see people day in and day out, and I mean, my job, but sometimes I'll get a customer that I have to like before I open the window, like take a moment and shudder. Like, it's just so atrocious to like open the window and actually have like a conversation with this person because I have to be polite or I get fired, More often than none, I get ugly couples. Like you look at them and you're like, yeah, they were meant for each other because they both, I don't know if they think they're hot shit or whatever, but they just blend. If you could blend with ugly, just if they flow, and most of them don't have, front teeth. Or, two eyebrows. Some of them don't have two. Some of them don't have any. Most of them don't have hair. A lot of them have facial hair that they shouldn't.
You ever see them?
And there's this woman. She's a regular. She's pushing about 450.
I was
always. And it's like to the point where she literally drives the truck with her vagina fanny pack, like the fat fanny pack that sits above her vagina. Because I have never, ever seen her face more than 5 feet away from her steering wheel.
Oh my God!
And it's not that the seat is leaned back. It's that that's how she fits in her car.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
I pictured her wearing like a sweatsuit, more or less. Like a pink, literally pink, like the Victoria's Secret pink, brand, like bottoms, and the top, just all one color. Oh, just I could see that.
Oh my God.
But no, and it's like she looks like if you put a slinky on her forehead and let it go, it could just do the whole waterfall thing down the rest of her until it got to the steering wheel.
You ever see the ugly couples that, like you said, that were meant for each other, and you look at them and you just say, please never make children?
I've seen the perfect ugly couples with perfectly ugly children in the back.
The perfect ugly family.
Yeah, the perfect men.
What's really weird is when you have two ugly parents and then they have like kids who actually look normal.
Yeah, they say that happens more often than not. But I always fear that the hideous people that are clearly meant for each other will end up making kids that look like the dude from 300 that was thrown over the cliff and came back for revenge.
What's funny though? They still get more action than you.
Ha
Oh.
That's because they can't have standards. They don't. They don't have choices, Dale. They got to take what they can get. So, Dale, I'm sure you've been with enough ugly women in your day. What do you think about ugly people that don't realize that they're ugly?
I actually have standards, douchebag. I love the ones who know they're ugly but yet keep on flaunting or pretending that they're beautiful. Or the ones that keep thinking they're all that, I guess you would call it. Like the ones who, multiple people just be like, yo, that just does not work out for you. Pretty much everything doesn't work out for you. So yeah, you might want to stop or change that, preferably stop. But yeah, they keep going. But what they do is they lower their own standards. Instead of trying to get to the higher ones, they lower their own standards and just go after mainly all African American men.
Oh,
Racist as shit, but
Yeah.
you'll have that. If you're
go
trying to
back.
if you're trying to blast somebody, do it. I love it. Go for it.
Okay, Michael. Skittles?
No.
Skittles doll? You did so it's not ringing a bell.
Skittles makes me think of Gat now.
No. Okay. Did you ever see a Vincent Valentine show? Okay, there's this girl. She's like crackhead skinny. She's got awfully like hay-colored hair and freckles from. It looks like she stood in front of a fan while someone threw shit in it. Like that's like how awful they are. She wears dirty clothes, thinks she looks like hot shit, and you'll see her if you see her in person, you'll just look at her and be so baffled by how atrocious she lets herself go out of the house looking. Like it just makes your mind go blank and you're just standing there staring in like wonderment of like how she still exists. Like there's a picture of her and she's laying on her bed and she's trying to look all hot shit, like she's got like her boobs pushed up and like her makeup all done. She has a SpaghettiOs stain on her face, like right next to her mouth. Prime Florida white trash. Like, ugh.
Classic white trash. Back to what Dale was saying. Do you feel like, Dale, that maybe it's just that refuse to accept the fact? Like they know, but they refuse to accept it.
I mean, for the most part,
You were talking about one specific person. I know who you were talking about. Somebody we went to school with. Do you feel like
because that's every time we talk about something like that, that's the first thing that pops in my mind. It's just it was going on so like through the whole entire years at high school.
Not just that. I knew her before high school, and it's the same. It was the same deal. But like I said, do you feel that she knew, but she just kind of refused to accept it, or do you think she knew and just because she knew, she still played it?
I don't
she
think
still rocked her shit.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like she knew, she didn't accept it. She found standards low enough to accept her, so she just kept going with it.
So does that actually kind of maybe make her a better person than all of us? She knew she was like a turd.
No, because she's ugly as fuck, and she didn't.
I was trying to get at the point, maybe she's a better person than us because she knew she's ugly, but yet she still rocked it, even though everyone else is disgust. She's still getting more dick than what you do, Dale. Speaking of getting dick, you ever had a teacher that you wanted to fuck or get fucked by?
Yeah, I don't know one person who did want to bang one of their teachers.
Now, tell me this teacher you're specifically talking about, Dale. Tell me what color her hair is.
Oh, her color was like a fire red.
So your teacher was a redhead, and you had her for what subject did she teach?
Was it English or literature?
I know.
It was English.
I
English.
know.
And God,
I had her freshman year.
Oh, I know who it is.
And I wanted to wreck her so bad.
I think we all wanted.
I wanted to give her the best 20 seconds of my life.
Small penis you got.
Oh, all 2 inches and all 20 seconds would have been the best 20 seconds of my life.
She could have been pissed, but I would have been happier than a clam.
If I was down for the ham sandwich, I'm pretty sure I would have went for her too.
I'm gonna edit her name out, but I would have totally. I don't know why. Why did we?
She was so smoking, dude.
But why?
I don't know why.
Okay, now
maybe we were just getting to that age, and she wore like maybe revealing clothes, and the fact that we could see her underwear through her pants almost half the time.
Didn't she leave to become a stripper?
That was one of the rumors, but I don't think that was true.
No, she was
That'd
married.
be
I
hilarious.
think.
Now, I want to say her name just so we can like make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll edit it out.
It was Miss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, fuck yeah. Tits for days. Tits for days.
Ass for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her ass definitely. I was that ass.
That ass though.
Like everyone talks about the a teacher fantasy, and that is the only one. I'm just like, I want to get in trouble and for her to like, like you're gonna have to stay after school, and I'll be like, yeah, and then just and then just get at it right there on that desk in her classroom.
Like in That's My Boy, except not be the father of her child.
I
She's
think
our-
even though she's like a good, what, probably 20 years older than us.
I don't think she's that old.
No, I think she may be like 10,
10.
15 at the most.
Yeah, 10, 15 years older than us. I don't think, well, maybe she's probably not in her 40s.
No,
She may be now, but she wasn't then.
no.
And I'm pretty sure she didn't have any kids. I'm pretty sure she probably didn't have any carpet down there, Dale. She probably got rid of it.
That would have been awesome.
You're damn right. Fantasizing about a teacher that we had having her push shaved like a 12-year-old. So that's another thing. The trend went from like Amazonian fucking goddamn huge 70s bush, and it eventually went down to being like a landing strip, where that was the thing. You had just a landing strip. You had the slit of the puss, and above it you had the landing strip of hair, and now it's like zero, none, nada, gross.
All gone.
Damn, people are gonna look me up. Whatever. I don't care. Honestly, it's you guys don't shave your balls as much as you should, and you don't fucking trim your pubes like you should. I don't.
I wish I could. I'm just afraid to have something that sharp near my near my sack.
I never let it get, foresty, but I'd go a week or two. I'm sorry, I'm not 5 years old. It grows there. Maybe it should. Maybe it was put there for a fucking reason. I don't give a shit. Now,
It was put
if
there
I'm
for
meeting,
warmth.
yeah, if I'm meeting someone new, yeah, I'll clear the playing field. But if I'm comfortable with someone, like, it's not the outside that you're fucking, it's the inside. So.
Yeah, I can respect that because when I'm not with someone, I'll go quite a while before I'm like, this is fucking gross, and I gotta get rid of it. But when I'm with someone, I'm constantly how did she put it, clearing the field, constantly.
Yeah, clearing the playing.
Clearing the playing field. I'm constantly just balls and all, and I tell you what, there's nothing worse than catching your balls with a razor, and
Ow.
it sucks, especially when you don't realize it. At first you're like, ah, fuck, and then or you get it just enough to where you don't really feel it, and then as soon as like soap or anything hits it, your balls are on fire because there's a cut.
No, I'm sorry. I don't enjoy the itch. I'm not gonna, I'm not putting up with the itch. That's awful. New hair growing through is awful.
That's why
Ow.
I have always said, and I've said it before on the podcast, if I can ever get my hair above my dick and balls, laser removed, gone forever, I'm doing it.
Really want a laser near your dick?
I'm a little concerned, not so much about the dick. I'm a little concerned about the balls. I'm thinking like maybe I should have kids first, just in case it kills
Or,
my balls.
like make a cup at least. Like
Yeah.
put a
Pretty sure they
reserve in.
protect that stuff.
Put a reserve in.
Yeah, I should at least do that, but I'm terrified to do that at the same time, to be completely honest, because I feel like they're just gonna be like just willy nilly and accidentally give my reserve out to somebody else, and I'll end up with like kids, and somehow they'll work it back to me, and I'll get fucking sued for child support, and I'll be like, no, that was supposed to be my reserve for if I ever have a wife and I want to have kids, and I accidentally got my balls lasered off trying to remove hair, and now I'm being sued for child support when they shouldn't have even
I don't
existed.
even have balls. I don't even have balls. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So back to praying that my ex-redheaded teacher doesn't have a big bush.
I think it would be interesting to see if the drapes matched the carpet.
I must agree.
When I was in 9th grade, which is when I had her, that was when I was dating girls. When I found out later on that year I'm not for the ham sandwich whatsoever. But I was like sitting in class, I remember thinking, damn, Miss, when are you going to teach us the darker side of English?
Or the darker side of you.
Oh.
You
I
know
like how
what?
Greg's the only one to respond to that.
I would have put it in a darker side, if you get what I'm saying. I don't even care. Greg, you don't know the teacher we're talking about, so tell us about a teacher that you've had, or any school or college you went to that you want to fuck.
I had this one teacher back in when I was in elementary school,
Yeah, start early.
and
Starting them young.
and I just remember thinking she was smoking hot. When I was younger, she was like a French teacher or something, and I just thought she was like super hot. Of course, I was like 11
Chicken
going on
chocolate
12,
bleu,
so
my wee wee.
He's like, I bet you she smokes on the sweater.
I mean, like, so like I was going through puberty and shit at that time, so like I just that was about around the time when I began paying more attention to that sort of thing, and I was like,
Sup,
damn,
girl?
this teacher's actually kind of hot.
Let me see
Now-
the titties.
About the teacher fucking. This is one thing I didn't even think about that we talk about. All right, so when a female teacher fucks a male student, you know, like they're like that's wrong of her to do. I agree, it is kind of wrong of her to do, but at the same time,
Dudes
Is-
are all like, woohoo, way
Yeah,
to go.
fantasy.
High five.
Exactly, like definitely fantasy. Like if I could go back to that time period, and I would totally plow the teacher I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
If I met her now, like right now, as long as she wasn't getting wrecked between the last time I seen her and now, it would be like fantasy completed. You know what I mean? If it's the other way around, when it's a male teacher and a female student, it's like world ending situation. But you rarely ever see that or hear about it. Do you know, Greg, a school locally in Ohio, the band director got like terminated and went to prison over that. Okay, so I think we've all established that we'd all fuck a teacher, which I don't find that crazy. I find that normal, very normal. But what is the most ridiculous thing that you would do for money? So name a price and name what you would do for that price.
If
I
somebody
think-
was willing to pay me $500 to run naked through the mall, I would totally fucking do it.
So that's
I would
easy.
not do it for $500.
Yeah, the jail time's not worth $500.
It could be quite painful. I think it would actually be really painful. But someone threw about 5 mil my way, I'd get my butthole pierced.
For $5 mil,
Yeah.
it's gonna cost that much.
Yeah. Nothing. Sorry, boys, but nothing goes near mine. Nothing. Exit only.
For 200 mil, I let some dude butt fuck me with a cactus.
That's 200.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now are we talking full bloom cactus, or are we talking those little babies before they
I'm
get
talking
the
like go out to fucking Arizona and pick up one of them some big ass sons of bitches.
Oh yeah,
No, just straight bend
where I draw
over.
my
I'd be
line.
like, I'd cry, but for 200 million.
Now, remember back when I made the MILF statement earlier and I gave her credit? After her previous comments there, I got to take her off the MILF list.
What?
He likes doing chicks in the butt.
Yeah, you completely lose MILF status over that.
Status because I refuse to put something in my poop chute. I'm sorry. Oh, fine. I'll take that. I don't give a shit. Fine.
Nah, I kid.
Oh, I know you kid.
Back to what we were talking about. I would not take a dick in the ass for 5 million or whatever.
I didn't say a dick. I said a cactus.
Okay, I wouldn't take a
Cactus
cactus
in the ass for 200
Yeah, I
mil.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Hey, for 200 mil.
for 200 mil. I might consider a cactus in the ass, but not a dick. For 200.
I didn't say dick. I said cactus.
I know.
I do dick on a regular basis. Regular
Yeah,
basis.
right. You,
That's why I said cactus. Because I mean, come on, think about it. I think it's
Okay.
fucking huge. It hurts.
Right, but you ever heard you remember the classic thing when you were younger? If Bill Gates come up to you and he said, "I'll give you $1 million, but you gotta suck my dick," would you do it? My answer to
Yeah,
that
I
question
remember all that shit.
is fucking
Sucking-
no.
Sucking dick ain't nothing.
Honestly,
as long as you don't
It's-
get hard, it's not gay.
No, I say no.
I don't know
Okay,
if I
Okay.
can handle the because that's probably going to be permanent damage.
it's definitely mental damage to a straight male. But what I'm saying is, okay, say you do it. Let's run that situation. Okay, Mahoney doesn't count because she's a female that is willing to. Yeah, so you don't have to be paid $1 million. Say you do it, Dale, or Greg, or myself, whatever. Say you do it. Okay, you suck Bill Gates' dick for $1 million. The very next day, guess what happens? You hit the fucking lottery, for like 180 million. Now is that 1 million that you sucked that dick for worth it?
I'd cry.
At least it's 1 million more I have.
So to you, it's still worth it. So had you waited one more day, you would have never sucked a dick in your life, and you would have been a millionaire. Had you waited one more day.
Here's another thing that you also have to take into consideration, though. What if I hadn't won the lottery?
Yeah, but my point is, you never know what tomorrow holds. So why suck a dick today?
Well,
Why
what if
suck a
tomorrow
dick?
holds something even worse?
If you're a straight male, the only thing worse than like sucking a dick is being forcibly fucked by another man.
Okay. Would you? No, I'm pretty sure. Because if I was, no, that's not the worst that could happen to you. Because your butthole can heal or whatever. But like the one time that, no, I'm not even gonna get into this because you guys are gonna cringe.
What if you get your skin zipper split open by another man?
No. Okay. So
That's
what
mental
if,
and physical.
No. What if you were forced to get milked on, basically? The cleanest way I could say it. Like a facial. What if you were forced to get a facial? I'm pretty sure that would be more scarring than not having to look at the guy while he fucks you in the ass.
But what if the blowjob consists of that? Because every good blowjob should, in my most guys will say swallow. I say no, that's gross. I say I want to put it on your face because that's
No, I'm gonna get
biggest
nitty
fetish.
gritty here. I'm gonna get nitty gritty here and be all like, you have to watch him give you a facial. Like, there's no blowjob involved. Like,
What
forcibly.
you just kneel there and he just jerks off on your
Yep.
face. I say
That
blow.
would be way more scarring. Like, every stroke would be burned into your memory.
I personally say a dude opening up your skin zipper is way worse.
Oh god, that just...
The skin zipper
yes.
joke that I'm not sure if you get. We between the taint and balls. I guess.
Oh, I know what the skin zipper is.
Okay, just making sure. Dale, what in your opinion, which is worse, getting your skin zipper opened up or a dude being forced to watch a dude jerk off on your face? All kidding aside about you being gay and in the Navy and yada yada. Which one?
I would have to go with the skin zipper one.
Greg,
Guys are pussies.
That makes me fucking cringe.
Greg, which one would you? Which one is worse, getting your skin zipper ripped open or a dude jerking off on your face?
Skin zipper. It's painful and it's mentally scarring.
Yep.
Because it's like you're then like left with the thought that you now have like you've now discovered that you can be torn open and you will forever be like traumatized, worried that one day something might happen again which might tear you open again and maybe even like sever your boys.
You might shit too hard or something.
Yeah, you might shit through. Like next time you're taking a poo, you're just worried about the fact that you like may poo too hard and split the zipper open again.
You guys, no.
Exactly.
Coming from a MILF's perspective, been there, done that. By the way,
Ugh,
yeah. So I know the fear of
pooing too hard and feeling like you're gonna rip your zipper open.
Yes, the stitches. That is the scariest thing that I'd ever had to go. I didn't even look at it for like I couldn't even look at the stitches. Like I couldn't. So maybe that's why it's not as traumatizing for me because I've been there, done that, and I'm kind of over it.
But all in all, we've learned that if I ever get $2 million, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you good. I just gotta make that. So, Dale, I don't even know who all answered the question. I just know that I would never suck a dick or get fucked in the ass for any amount of money because you never know what tomorrow holds. But if somebody said, I'll give you, what'd you say, 150 or 200 million and I get to fuck you in the ass with this cactus, that I would really honestly consider for that amount of money.
Exactly.
So, Mahoney, I would like to thank you for coming on and being a guest on the show. I hope that you enjoyed yourself on here and that you had fun.
Not a problem. I had a great time. I love being able to actually open my gritty side instead of having to contain it all.
That's what I like to hear. I was hoping you weren't going to go with a skin zipper joke on the end of that. That does it for this episode of 30 Minutes of Mayhem. I have been your host. My name is Michael Mayhew, and I have been here with my co-hosts,
Greg.
And Dale.
Don't forget to check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Android, yada yada, all that. Donate to us on PayPal. And I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode. And later, fellas.